Quick Facts with Franklin. I hope you learned something. Love you. Bye. Alexander Graham Bell is famous for the telephone. But that's only half the story. Before his breakthrough, sending a voice over distance was impossible chaos. Bell faced a massive problem. How do you make electricity dance like a human voice? He needed to capture the invisible vibrations of speech and force them through a wire without losing a single syllable. It seemed like magic, but it required a scientific revolution that would spark one of history's fiercest patent wars. Here is how Bell cracked the code using transduction. He realized that sound is just pressure waves hitting a membrane. If you attach that membrane to an electrical circuit, the vibrations create a variable current. Think of it like a water pipe, where the flow speed changes with your voice. As you speak, the diaphragm moves, varying the electricity in real time. This fluctuating signal travels down the wire to a receiver, which reverses the process, turning electricity back into sound waves. It wasn't just on or off. It was a continuous, living electrical heartbeat that perfectly mimicked human speech. This mechanism turned abstract physics into a tangible conversation tool. Drivers of the telephone revolution realized that instant communication changed everything. Families could talk across cities instead of waiting weeks for news. Businesses moved faster, and emergencies were handled in minutes rather than days. This invention collapsed time and distance, creating a global nervous system. It standardized safety protocols and shifted social norms forever. People stopped writing letters for urgent matters and started dialing numbers. The real-world impact was immediate. The isolation of the 19th century vanished overnight. Bell didn't just send words, he sent connection, reshaping how humanity interacts on a massive scale every single day. Most people don't know Bell actually considered his photophone more important than the telephone. This device used light beams to transmit sound through the air without wires. It was essentially a laser phone that worked perfectly, but was too advanced for its time. The public and investors were obsessed with copper wires, so they rejected the wireless future Bell offered. He spent years fighting to prove that light could carry voice just as well as electricity. This counterintuitive fact shows Bell was a visionary who saw the internet before it existed. His greatest invention was ignored because the world wasn't ready for wireless tech yet. To learn more about Alexander Graham Bell, read about electrical engineering and wireless history. Bell was a genius who changed the world forever. Welcome to New Hampshire, home to the fastest surface wind speed ever measured at a legendary 231 miles per hour. This record-breaking state has the shortest coastline in the country at only 18 miles long. The rugged mountains here feature one of the most frequently climbed peaks in the entire world. Nature fans will find paradise at the largest glacial erratic in North America, weighing over 5,000 tons. Retro gaming fans can escape to a massive oasis, holding the title for the world's largest arcade. This innovative spirit has thrived since the state officially joined the Union in June 1788. Rep the 603 and share this with your favorite adventure seeker. Meet the purple finch, the official state bird famously known as the sparrow dipped in raspberry juice. This vocal legend is a master of mimicry, capable of perfectly imitating the songs of goldfinches and swallows. They are eruptive nomads that appear in massive, unpredictable waves that turn any forest into a wine-red celebrity sighting. Their true superpower is a rich, warbling song that lacks any buzzy notes for pure melodic resonance. These resilient birds can sing a complicated, cheerful song even in the middle of a sub-zero winter blizzard. Seeing this vibrant flash of raspberry is the ultimate sign you are breathing that fresh New Hampshire air. Show some love for the bird that brings main character energy to our mountain trails. Montezuma Castle isn't a castle, and Montezuma never lived here. It's actually a 5-story ancient high-rise built 90 feet up a vertical limestone wall. Settlers just gave it a fake name because they couldn't believe humans lived this high. The Sinagua people weren't just builders, they were master engineers. They used local limestone and mud mortar to create a vertical apartment complex that has survived Arizona's heat for 700 years. The overhanging cliff acts like a permanent natural roof, protecting the structure from rain and erosion. Strategic safety was the goal. Living 90 feet up meant Beaver Creek's yearly floods couldn't touch them. Plus, they used a series of portable ladders for security. If an enemy approached, they just pulled the ladders up, turning their home into an unreachable fortress. These master builders didn't vanish into thin air. By 1495, the Sinagua simply migrated to newer villages. Joining tribal communities like the Hopi today, you're banned from entering to protect it from the very air we breathe. To learn more about Montezuma Castle, read the many documentaries about this man-made wonder. The ability and the craftsmen of our ancestors never ceases to amaze me. Great job! Radioactive decay is happening right now inside your walls, and maybe even your food. It starts with an unstable isotope, a weird clone of an atom that just can't hold itself together. This thing is desperate to drop energy so it can finally relax. It doesn't care about your plans. It's going to spit out radiation until it finds stability. That random burst of power is the universe fixing its own mistakes in real time. Here is how the chaos works. An unstable atom spits out particles like alpha, beta, or gamma rays to lose weight and energy. Think of it as a hot potato game where the atom throws pieces away until it cools down. This process follows a strict rule called half-life, which is just the time it takes for half of your radioactive sample to vanish. It's not random. It's a predictable timer built into the fabric of matter itself. Engineers are now using this natural decay to power cities and diagnose diseases. In nature, radioactive heat keeps our planet's core molten, driving the volcanoes that shape continents. We harness these unstable isotopes in nuclear medicine to target cancer cells with surgical precision. This biological trick is changing human survival by turning a destructive force into a tool for healing and infinite energy generation. Here is a mind-blowing fact. When an atom decays, it doesn't just shrink. It actually changes its identity completely. This process called transmutation turns one element into another, like lead turning into gold or uranium becoming thorium. It is the only way to create new elements naturally without a star exploding. You are literally watching alchemy happen at the subatomic level, right before your eyes. To learn more about radioactive decay, read about nuclear physics. Visit your local museum to see how natural elements transform. This natural event is what shapes everything in the universe. I hope you learned something. If not, let's watch again. Love you. Bye.